Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the World of Wayne. Today I'm going to be doing stages 45 to 50 of the Fanhome release and build the world of Warcraft Lich King. Okay, I know the Lich King was based on obviously Wrath of the Lich King and Icecrown Citadel and all of that, but I've been playing a hell of a lot of Midnight at the moment. I am already max level and I think my item level at the moment is now 235. So I think you can go all the way up to 260 or something stupid at the moment. But yeah, I've been plowing a lot of time into Midnight at the moment. But I've kept it so that I don't know what we're doing today. Obviously, we have been working on this whole leg area and we were doing the shin parts here. So I'm guessing we're probably building onto that on this side here. We'll have to see. But it's quite big to say that that's just the legs and a little bit of the torso there. Very heavy as well. Let me just put that down now. Don't know if this is still available, but once again I always keep all of my builds that I'm doing in this QR code here. You'll be able to scan that on your phone and it will take you to my links for everything I do on the channel, including my Amazon store and my merch store as well. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so then stage 45. Once again, in the UK we do get the magazines, but I believe if you get this in another territory, all of this is going to be available online only. But as you can see, we do have the right leg rear cover now, and it's one of these save this piece parts. So basically I'm not doing anything, so we're going to move swiftly on to the next stage. But I do like this magazine, I have to say. Look, a whole map of Northrend there, talking about Northrend. There you go. So let's put that to one side and we'll open stage 46. Are we doing anything in this one? All about the Azeroth lore. Looking like that. And there we go. We've got the right leg front cover. We're saving this piece as well. Oh my God, I didn't expect this, I have to say. Okay. So, right. That's disappointing because that means I haven't done anything and we're already halfway through this pack now. Stage 47. Here we go. Here's the magazine. I think we're going to talk about this after the build. Stay tuned. I want to talk about this and logic behind it. We've got this area here now, which is the Pelvis front cover. Now, we'd already done the back cover here, which looked like that. So let's have a look how that looks. Again, we're saving this piece. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So that's 3 stages down. We've only got 3 to go. Are we actually putting anything together? Stage 48. Here's the magazine. And we are finally able to do something. We're going to be putting everything together that we've had in those past stages. So it's looking like that. Not a lot together, actually, to be honest with you. So let's start opening those packs up. So basically, I can open up all the way to stage 48. And as you can see, some of these stages, they just have this one item in it. Okay, so we're going to be taking this piece here and we're going to be attaching it to this piece here. And it's quite easy to see how it goes. This is just going to go on top like this to piece that together. We do have these flange screws here. These are MP screws. And it's just a case of taking 4 of these and screwing them into the holes here. Now, it is quite hard to do with a PH0 screwdriver, so where I can get away with it, I use a PH1 screwdriver. Just going to see if that fits. It does. So that is going to make my life a lot easier. You get more grip, so you can actually put these in tighter into these holes here. So 2 more to put in. And even though there was something to do in that, there wasn't actually much to do because that's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 49, this is the penultimate stage and we're only 7 minutes of filming time into this build. Okay. Oh my God. Right leg out of protection. Save this piece for later. You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Okay, that's that one. And then the final stage, please let there be something to do. This is stage 50. Looking like this. And we're going to start the right leg inner protection here. So we're going to be putting some straps. We've moved away from all of this that we've created. We haven't even put this into place. Putting the straps onto here. So at the end, that's how it's looking. We don't even put that on there. That's all we're going to be doing in this pack. I'm going to say, you can probably tell from my voice, I'm really disappointed with that. But again, once I put this bit in, we are going to be talking about this because there is probably a reason for this. So that's the part from stage 49. And then obviously the straps and stuff are in stage 50 here. Okay, we've got some LP screws here. Let's open these up because the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to be putting both of these parts here together. So all we're going to do is put this over the top here like that. And then using these LP screws, screw this into place. There we go. That's that in place. And on this side here, we've now got these straps to put in. Now I'm just going to lay them out because I think there is a slight difference. These go down like that. This one's a lot more rounded. So the one that's a lot more rounded here is actually going to be going on the bottom. And I'm just going to try and get this the right way round. It's going this way round onto the points just there. And it's held in with these flanged SP screws. Probably find it easier to put the screw through the hole first. So it comes out the other side, and then that will help you to line this up, as you can see. So we've got one strap in, and it is a faux leather we've got in there. And now I do think they've got the instructions wrong for the way this other one goes in, because you're going to want this section to be the section you don't see. So when this is going around the leg, we're seeing the clean side, as you can see. Now in the instructions with this section here, they've got this in the other way round. They've got it going in this way round, which I don't think is correct, because then you've got the rough section, which is here, facing outwards. So I'm going to be putting it in this way. If it's wrong, then I can always change it, but it just makes more sense to me to keep them with the fold over section in the inside. And I will explain that a little bit more, as you can see. So you see you've got the clean side here, and on the other side the folded over sections towards the inside. But that's all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in this pack. Now this is the right leg protection. If we bring over our model here, I'm just looking at this, obviously this is the left leg. We haven't even put the stuff on for the right leg yet. I mean, this is probably going to be going, let me get this the right way around, on top here. Again, they haven't asked us to fit this yet. I'm just using my judgment of where I think it goes. This bit will go behind here, like that. We haven't been asked to put this in or put screws in here. And because it's the right leg, this is going to probably be going on like this, around here. Giving you an idea of how it looks. But let's talk about this pack, shall we? So 6 stages, and we only had 2 stages of something to do. So very disappointing compared to what we've already done. If I bring up my box here, in here we've done loads so far in some of these. We've done Spalders, we've done shoes, we've done Frostmourne, we've done the Lich King helmet. We've done absolutely loads, so it's a bit disappointing that we open a pack and there's not much in it at all. Now the way I figure it, that part work companies or, you know, distribution companies, they have a lump sum of what that model is going to cost. 1,500, I don't know, whatever the price is. Let's call the price X. Okay, now that X price has to be split down between a certain period of time of when they expect to put that out. Now that probably dictates how many stages it is, how many stages you get a month. It doesn't matter. The secret is how you break that down to reach that final figure. So it's all very well saying, well, I think we should have more to do, or we should have more stages per pack or anything like that, which is absolutely fine. But at the end of the day, it's going to cost the same amount of money, and you're going to have times where there's not much to do to times that there's a lot to do because of where you are in the build. Unfortunately, builds aren't forgiving like that. They don't dictate what's going to be easy and what's going to be hard until you're actually doing the build. So when you get stages like this, I guarantee it's probably going to be offset by something that's going to have a lot to do. Either way, it's all going down to that X price at the end and how it's distributed out. But I would be appreciated if you can leave me your comments and tell me if you can think of another way that they can actually do that, bearing in mind that X price at the end. Put it in the comments. Anyway, I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.